Alright, welcome to another episode of the 8-Bit Basement.
Come.
Matt, cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Yeah. You're wearing your power glove.
You know what this needs?
Don't say it, Matt. I don't want to...
LEDs.
I knew that's what you were going to say. It doesn't need that. That's a gaming relic. So no.
We put them in everything. Remember this video?
Oh, yeah.
And then that video?
I do. Yeah, and those worked out pretty good, but not that. But how about this? How about we put them in an SNES controller?
I think we can make that happen.
Well, let's do it.
Cool. Check it out.
Alright, the first thing you're going to need to do, obviously, is open up your Super Nintendo controller. We'll speed this along because you should probably already know how to do this. Very simple. Just a few screws on the back. Phillips head, that is. I'd like to take this time to ask you, if you haven't already, you can hit that subscribe button. Maybe leave a comment on this video if you're enjoying it. That helps us out a whole hell of a lot, so we really appreciate that. Finishing up with these last screws here, and very carefully move your screws out of the way. You're going to need those later. And pull out the board. You can remove any of the silicone pads that are already there. We'll either replace or reuse those later. We'll bring it in a little bit closer here and we'll be showing you exactly where we're going to be soldering your LED on. The far right and the far left pads there. Bring it in even a little bit closer so you can see that a little bit better. But first things first, there's always time for a beverage. And as you can see, we have ice here, and here, here. Anyways, moving on. This is what we're going to do with the LED and the 10 ohm resistor. You're going to attach the resistor to the longer leg of the LED. That's the positive leg. I suggest twirling the legs together and then adding a little bit of solder, like so. You'll get a finished product that should look something a little bit like this. And hopping back over to the board here, what we want to do is add a little bit of fresh solder to the pads that we're going to be using. Again, the far right pad for the negative leg of the LED, and the far left pad, which is going to connect to the leg of the resistor. You're going to need to bend those legs in all kinds of wacky directions so you can get it to fit into where it needs to be, given all of the walls and plastic inside the Super Nintendo controller. Should be noted, you do need this resistor. There's 5 volts coming into a controller normally, and an LED can burn out around 5 volts. So we need to bring that voltage down a little bit. That's what the resistor's for. 10 ohm should do that just well. It brings it down to a little bit under 4. So just finish soldering those legs onto the pads, give them a check, make sure they're nice and solid, and make sure your LED isn't touching anything. With that work done, we can give it a little bit of a test. Just plug in, turn the power on, and your LED should turn on. Now, depending on the placement of your LED, you may need to take out this support here. But no big deal, just take a pair of flush cutters, snap that baby off. Not gonna make a big difference. And now with everything tested, you're going to want to put the controller back together. We left the pads out just so you could see it a little bit better. You're going to want to pick up clear silicone pads from HandHeld Legend. We'll leave a link below. There you have it. We hope you enjoyed. We hope you have fun doing this mod. And always, thanks for watching.